about the Pilgrims, the Mayflower, Mr. Bradford, and yes?
Wait, didn't somebody die?
I'm glad you asked that. I'm about to share something with you that might help you answer that question.
So it's true?
Yes, Mrs. Bradford fell off and died after they landed in Provincetown Harbor. But the story I'm about to tell you came from the journal of a passenger who loved to solve mysteries. And boy, did he get a good one to solve. Let's begin.
I believe it is time for us to take action. We need to separate from the Church of England so we can praise God freely and not suffer persecution.
But Mr. Bradford, how do you plan to accomplish this? We haven't got any funds or supplies for this journey you speak of.
Captain Christopher Jones has agreed to meet us with a ship full of supplies from London called the Mayflower.
Sorry to interrupt, Mr. Bradford, but many of our fellow brothers and sisters are left in the city of Leyden. How are we supposed to board the ship without them?
Well, they've also hired a ship called the Speedwell, in which that will bring them here safely, so they can venture out with us.
Well, then what are we waiting for?
Sir, we have a problem. The speedwell is leaking and there seems to be nothing that we can do.
Yes, thank you. I'm tired of having to stop and patch up that old rugged ship.
Well then, what do you suggest we tell the others?
We're wasting too much time. Let's just let them go back and let them board the Mayflower.
November 11th, 1620. The past few months were brutal.
Many are sick, and the storms never seemed to stop. Things got so bad that the supporting beam cracked. Thankfully, a tool called the Great Iron Screw became our hero and saved the day. We have finally reached land, but we are not allowed to get off the smelly and crammed ship. But I've heard that they're planning to send out explorers to inspect the land today, which, in my opinion,
William,
Yes.
why can we not bring our Summerfest? I cannot stand being without him. I told you this was not a good idea.
I thought we decided it was for his own good, and besides, he'll be taken care of perfectly fine. Dorothea, it will get better. I promise we will see little William again.
Don't darling me. You know me better than that. Well, William, don't make promises you can't keep.
Lord, what am I gonna do with that woman?
I don't get it. They left their son?
Yes, they left their son with the intention of sending for him once the colony had been built. But that would still cause heartache for any mother. Now, where were we? Ah, yes.
Oh, Mrs. Bradford. It's good to see you again. We left on a good note last time. But, you have to have a seat. What's wrong?
Thank you. Yes, you see, my husband has left my son in Leyden. And now, arriving in the New World, I miss him more than ever.
I'm sorry to hear about your son in Leyden. Here, take this.
Did I interrupt something?
Well, not at all. What do you want?
The explorers, they're preparing to leave.
Yes, I'll be right there. But will you make sure that Miss Bradford makes it out safely?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Sorry for interrupting again.
Oh, it's okay. I always enjoy your company.
and I knew from that moment on, something smelt fishy. And it wasn't just the boat.
So, what were you doing seeing the captain? Was something wrong?
It's really nothing to worry about, trust me.
The explorers finally set out to see if we can finally get off this boat, and, of course, to see what lies in these foreign lands. However, the rest of us are still living on the docked Mayflower, but they tell me soon. Soon we will establish a colony. I must trust them. We've come so far and suffered for so long. Almost a month later, William is returning to tell us that other lands they call Plymouth would be ideal for a colony. However, upon his return, William would be shocked to hear the news about his beloved wife.
Mr. Bradford, so glad to see you. We've been looking for your wife everywhere, but she doesn't seem to be on the boat. She seems to have disappeared.
Disappeared? What do you mean?
I mean that she's no longer on the ship anymore.
Does this look familiar to Oops. Does this?
That's my handkerchief.
Oh, I see. How did you two know Mrs. Bradford?
Well, we were good friends.
Yeah, I've seen her a couple times. She seems friendly.
Friendly. Do you mind telling me why your handkerchief was on her person?
Well, she was upset about her son staying late, and she was crying, so I gave her my handkerchief. But I still have no reason to believe that this has anything to do with her death.
That's not the only time I've seen them two together.
Interesting. Okay, I think I have enough. You are dismissed. Good day, Mr. Bradford. Please take a seat. I'm very sorry to hear about the loss of your wife. Is there any reason that someone would do this to her? Maybe like murder? Murder? I mean, she talks to the other passengers on the ship, but I don't think it's a reason to say it was murder. Well, that's just one of my theories. I have a few. But don't worry, Mr. Bradford. I will get to the bottom of this. Thank you for coming. I think I've got it. Thank you all for coming. I stayed up all night, lost some sleep over this, but I think I cracked.
What actually happened?
Are you kidding? It seems to me someone's torn out the final pages.
I think someone found out she was spending time with the captain and pushed her off.
No, I think she was heartbroken about her son and jumped off.
Or if she just fell off. I mean, she probably couldn't swim and then drowned.
You guys are all wrong.
Well then, what do you think happened?
Well, here's what I think happened. Captain Christopher.
Sir, we have a problem.
With us. I cannot stand being alone.
Yeah.
Why did Liam not run our son with us? I told you. William.
Yeah.
Why did you not run? William.
Yeah.
Why? New World. I miss him more than ever. I'm sorry to hear about your son. Thank you. Yes, you see, my son has been left in my
The explorers, they're leaving.
Yeah, I will.
And besides the fact, we decided it was for his better good.
Shouldn't,
No, I think she was heartbroken.
yes, they left, what?
I always enjoy it.
My case it won't happen again.
What's this?
That's my handkerchief.
Friendly.